Hi guys, hope you are doing very well. So I am Jeetu Bhaktani again, and I have again come up with the yet another episode of this time from grade 10 mathematics CBSE, which is your chapter number 3, pair of linear equations in two variables. So basically, now in these coming lectures, in this lecture we will study about what exactly is this thing called pair of linear equations in two variables. So in the previous lectures and in previous classes, in the previous class you must have studied about the linear equation, that what exactly is a linear equation in two variable. Basically is nothing but a equation of a line, okay. And I have made a detailed video on the grade 9th of linear equation thing, so you can go back to the previous lectures and just see them, and I have also shared the link in my this video also for that, okay. So let's begin with pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay guys, so pair of linear equations means what? Now pair as in a pair as in what? A pair is something which is in pair as in two, right? So pair of linear equation, that means you will be given a pair of linear equation, like for example x plus 2y equals to 7 and 3x minus y equals to 5. Now if something like this is given to you, it's called a pair of linear equation, okay. So basically you have to solve both these linear equations and then you have to find out the desired result or desired output out of it, okay. So before we move ahead, you should know what is the general form of a linear equation, which I have already told in the previous classes, which is nothing but a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0. And since it's a pair, so obviously you will have one more equation, a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0. Okay, now this pair of linear equation we can solve using the two methods. The first method is the method of graph and the other method is the method of elimination or the method of substitution, okay. So first of all you have to understand a certain combination out here, okay. That combination is of the multiples of x and y terms, right? So if it is something like this, a1 by a2 is not equals to b1 by b2, so in that case you will have a unique solution, right? So in this case you will have a unique solution, okay. And graphically you can say that these are intersecting lines, right? That means the lines are intersecting, okay. Or in other words, algebraically you can say you'll have a unique solution to it. And if we have something like this, a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2 but not equals to c1 by c2, so in this case you're going to have, graphically you will have parallel lines, or algebraically you can say, since the lines are parallel, so obviously they are not going to meet, so you can just say simply no solution, right? And in the third one, basically you will have a1 by a2 equals to b1 by b2 equals to c1 by c2, so in that case you will have your lines as coinciding lines, means one line on top of the other line, or you will have infinite many solutions, okay. So this is how it will happen in case of pair of linear equations. Once you will have two equations, given two equations, these, by using this method you have to find out that what will be the solution for that particular given pair. Okay guys, so now for the given example which we have already taken, so let us find out if the given example is a unique solution, or there are infinite many solutions, or there is no solution to it. So basically first of all you have to just convert it back to the normal general form of the linear equation, which is x plus 2y and this 7 will come this side, will become like that, negative 7 equals to 0. Similarly here also you will have 3x minus y minus 5 equals to 0, right? So what you have to do, you have to just compare. Now a1 here is the multiple of x, which is 1, b1 here is the multiple of y, which is 2, and c1 here will be negative 7. Similarly a2 here will be 3, b2 here will be negative 1, and c2 here will be negative 5. Okay, now if I do a1 by a2, which is obviously 1 over 3, and if I do b1 by b2, which is 2 over negative 1. So if I compare a1 by a2 and b1 by b2, they are not equal, correct? So we can just write a1 by a2 not equals to b1 by b2. So that means this is a case of intersecting lines or unique solution. Okay, so guys, this is how you identify which kind of solution you are going to have for a given pair of linear equation. Okay guys, now let's do an example and understand that how do we form a linear equation or a pair of linear equation using the given word problems, and then how do we solve them graphically also. Okay, so the example what we have here is 5 pencils and 7 pens together cost rupees 50, whereas 7 pencils and 5 pens together cost rupees 46. So we have to find the cost of pencil and a pen, and we have to solve it graphically. Okay, so first of all we have to understand that how do we form a linear equation. So now here there are two unknowns, which is pencil and pen, right? The cost of pencil and pen. So we'll assume, so let's take cost of one pencil is obviously x rupees, and similarly let's take cost of one pen is y rupees. Okay, now cost of one pencil we have assumed is x rupees, and cost of one pen we have assumed it is y rupees. So basically we have to find the value of x and y eventually. So before that we have to form the linear equation out of it. Now 5 pencils and 7 pens together. So 5 pencils, the cost of one pencil is x rupees. So obviously cost of 5 pencils will be 5 times x, right? Similarly cost of 7 pens is going to be, since the cost of one pen is y, so cost of 7 pens will be 7y, right? So total obviously is going to be 5x plus 7y, which is equals to 50 rupees as per the given equation. So this is what we'll have our first equation, right, which is 5x plus 7y equals to 50. So now let's form the second equation. So this first equation I'll write somewhere inside so that we will not forget it. 5x plus 7y equals to 50. Okay, now let's form the second equation, right? Now the second statement is given to you, whereas 7 pencils and 5 pens together cost rupees 46. So obviously cost of 7 pencils is going to be 7 times x, and similarly cost of 5 pens will be 5 times x, so sorry 5 times y, right? So the total is going to be obviously 7x plus 5y, which should be equals to 46 rupees. Okay, so 7x plus 5y equals to 46. This will be our second equation, right? So I'll just write it inside 7x plus 5y equals to 46. Okay, so this is the second equation what we have. Okay, so I'll just quickly rub this. Now we have to make a graph out of it. Okay, now I have written both the equations separately out here and we have to make a graph out of it. So basically, how do we make the graph of a linear equation? We have already discussed about this in the previous classes. So now again, as I'll recommend you to go back to my previous lectures and just check how we have done that. So I'll just quickly do it. I'll make the table out of it and just make the graph. So 5x plus 7y equals to 50. So for that, you have to make a table in terms of x and y. So obviously x and y both are cost, so obviously those cannot be negative. Okay, so now quickly in place of x I'll put 5. So just see what we'll get. So in place of x I'll write 5 plus 7y equals to 50. 5 times 5 is 25 plus 7y equals to 50. 7y equals to 50 minus 25, which will be 25. So y is going to be 25 over 7. Correct. So in place of x I'll write 5 and in place of y I'll write 25 over 7. Now again in place of x I should write like 6. So what I'll get in that case? So 5 times 6 plus 7 times y equals to 50. 5 times 6 is 30 plus 7y equals to 50. So 7y equals to 20. So y is equals to 20 over 7. So I'll write 20 over 7. Okay. Now in place of x I should write, let's say 3. Okay. So if I'll write 3, I'll get 5 times 3 plus 7y equals to 50. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 7y equals to 50. So 7y equals to 35. So y is equals to 35 over 7, which will give you 5. So I'll get y as 5. So let's put 7 also in place of x. So 5 times 7 plus 7y equals to 50. 35 plus 7y equals to 50. 7y equals to 15. So y is equals to 15 over 7. 15 over 7. Okay, so just take these 4 values for x and y for this particular equation. Now quickly we'll do for the next equation, which is what we have is 7x plus 5y equals to 46. So again I'll make a table in terms of x and y. So in place of x, let's again put 5. So we'll get 7 times 5 plus 5y equals to 46. 7 times 5 is 35 plus 5y equals to 46. So 5y is equals to 11. So y is equals to 11 over 5. So I'll write 11 over 5. Now in place of x, I'll write 3. So let's say what do we get? 7 times 3 plus 5y equals to 46. 7 times 3 is 21 plus 5y equals to 46. So 5y equals to 25. So y is equals to 5. I'll get y is equals to 5, right? And let's put x is equals to 4 also. So 7 times 4 plus 5y equals to 46. 7 times 4 is 28 plus 5y equals to 46. So 5y is equals to 18. So y is equals to 18 over 5. So 18 over 5. And quickly I'll put x is equals to 6 also. So 7 times 6 plus 5y is equals to 46. 7 times 6 is 42 plus 5y is equals to 46. 5y equals to 4. So y is equals to 4 over 5. So I'll get 4 over 5 like that. Okay, so we have got 2 tables. Now we'll make a graph out of it. right? Now since x and y both are in positive, so we will just take a positive axis only. Y and x, this will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make this a bit longer. 5 and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is your x-axis. On the y-axis, we'll take again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, correct? So now for the first one, for the first point is 5 and 25 by 7. Now 25 by 7, if you will do the calculation, it is somewhere equals to 3.5 somewhere, okay? Now x is 5 and y is 3.5. So x is 5 and y is 3.5 somewhere here. So this will be the point, okay? So we will just write the point in bracket 5 comma 25 by 7, okay? Now next point is 6 and 20 by 7. Now 20 by 7 if we will do, so we will get something like 2.9, okay? Now when x is 6, y is 2.9. So x is 6, so y is 2.9. That means somewhere here, right? So this will be the point. And then the third point is when x is 3, y is 5. So when x is 3, y is 5. So this is the point. And the fourth is when x is 7, y is 15 by 7. So we don't have that much access, so we'll just forget about this. So now we'll just meet those points. Okay. Now this is the graph of 5x plus 7y equals to 50. Okay. Now for the next one, now x is 5 when y is 11 by 5. Now 11 by 5 is going to be somewhere close to 2.2, right, if I'm not wrong. So x is 5 and y is 2.2. So x is 5 and y is 2.2. So somewhere here it will come 5 and 2.2. Okay, and then x is 3, y is 5. So x is 3, y is 5, again the same point, correct? And then the next one is 4 and 18 by 5. So now 18 by 5 will be 3.6 somewhere, okay? So 4 and 3.6. So x is 4 and y is 3.6. So it's going to come somewhere here, 4 and 3.6. And the last one is 6 and 4 by 5. So 4 by 5 is 0.8. So 6 and 0.8, it will come somewhere here, 6 and 4 by 5. Okay. So now again you have to meet these points like that. Okay. Now this is the equation or the graph for 7x plus 5y equals to 46. Now if you see this carefully, both the lines are intersecting here, which is 3 comma 5, correct? So the value of x is 3 and value of y is 5. So x was cost of the pencil, which is going to be 3 rupees, and y was cost of the pen, which is going to be 5 rupees, right? So this is how you will get the solution graphically. So obviously where the graph will intersects, that point will be your solution to it. Okay, so I hope it will be very clear to you. So that's all for today's lecture in the pair of linear equation in two variables. So in the next lecture we'll study further and we'll just see how do we solve them using substitution and elimination method algebraically. Okay, so till then, bye bye, take care, and if you like my effort, please do like, share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much.